so it should be fine. Casey, did I tell you? Casey was very pleased with his shout out.
Good. He can get another one this week then.
Yeah.
Make sure Matt does it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Welcome to the CouncilCast.
Shut up! This is shout out time. What's up, Casey? Shout out number 2.
You are joining us for episode 125 of the CouncilCast, which is being recorded on June 9th, 2020. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we'll make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit.
Little background, and next to no expertise.
So,
All decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever.
Logan, I wanted to point out that given what you were chuckling about earlier, and how immature you are, somebody today pointed out to me that it is June 9th. It is 6/9. Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Oh no, I've known.
Oh, I bet you have. Yeah, dates written the heathen way.
Happens every year.
2069.
Just wait until it's 2069. Maybe
That's what I'm living for.
Maybe we'll record episode 69 on the same day. I'll make it happen.
I hope this show is going until 2069.
That means we're all still alive, and that's good.
If we're still doing this show in 2069, and we still have the same number of viewers as we do right now, I will feel accomplished in creating literally the worst podcast of all time.
That can't statistically be true, right?
That we would still have the same number of viewers?
Yeah,
I guess our kids will watch.
But other podcasts will have stopped.
Kids will watch. Oh, look. Dad's still doing that thing.
Grandkids.
The start of every show will be, well, I think my son's gonna help set me up a new computer.
Fuck
this one
no.
just goes right in your eye. I remember when we had remember that time I bought that new graphics card? That graphics card won't even power my calculator now.
Speaking of being old, apparently archaeologists have found old Mayan ruins that were older than previously discovered.
That's awesome.
Aliens.
So what's older than Mayans?
Aliens.
The aliens.
I don't know, man. We spent a lot of time in Central America checking out Mayan ruins. Those things are cool.
Aliens.
Where'd they find this one?
So this is in Tabasco, Mexico, and they found some ruins of Mayan city-states that date back to about 3,000 years ago. So apparently some of the oldest structures that they have found, they say that a lot of the early settlements for the Mayans were around 1000 BCE. And so this is a little bit older than that, it sounds like. About dating to between 1250 and 1050.
Wow. What do they know? How did they find it?
They were using, what did they say?
LiDAR?
Probably, yeah, they're using LiDAR surveys.
Nice.
So
'Cause when
if
we were
I'm driving around in my Tesla with my LiDAR, can I find ruins?
Maybe.
Will
So
it
is that
map?
like Gator? Nothing like Gator.
No.
That's not even a real thing. We watched. No.
Bender has Gator. Have you ever watched the Future documentary, Futurama?
The documentary set in the future.
Yeah.
Literally in the future.
I'm over this topic. I'm closing the tab.
Well, you get a thumbs
cool.
up
I'm
or
glad
a
you found
thumbs
it.
down?
Recognized.
Thumbs down.
Are there
Nobody
deeper?
cares.
Is there structure deeper than what they've detected, or is it just like they found the foundation of structures?
It was the foundation. It was a raised earthen kind of a structure that you would have built the city on, and so they said it's hard because of how just gigantic the platform is. They're talking about it being 1.4 kilometers long and about 30 to 50 feet tall. So they said it's hard to find if you're just standing at ground level because it's just so big and not very wide but not very tall. So
Right.
it just looks like a hill probably.
Yeah.
But when they looked at this thing with their LiDAR, they were able to find that there's actually some geometric pattern to it.
Huh. So is this where the alien spaceship came to dock?
Yes.
Probably not here. I'm betting it was probably on the pyramids.
Maybe that was like twin cultures, and they were just visiting different parts of the world, right?
I can only imagine.
There are pyramids in Mexico.
Yeah, there are.
They can land on.
There's somebody here who could tell you about those.
Who?
Matt?
Not me.
No.
Who?
I think Silas probably.
Wait, what were you saying? I wasn't paying attention.
Pyramids in Mexico. What do you know about them?
Oh, a lot of the pyramids in Mexico are Mayan ruins. So it's all. I mean, if you go to Chichen Itza, it is a Mayan pyramid, and actually a pretty freaking cool one that they set it up on the equinox or the polar vortex or something.
The polar vortex.
And so in different times of the year, they set it up so that there is a pattern in the rocks that's basically undetectable to your eye. And when the sun hits it just right for like...
No. When the sun hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
That's right. I forgot the words. Then that's...
Is it moon? Moon hits your eye?
So... it hits it just right, and a serpent appears on the side of it in shadow and highlights the way that they've designed the rocks. It's really freaking cool. But yeah, settlements like that, when we walked around Mayan ruins, there were always the pyramids there. And then there were also these other settlements that sounds like were found by this LiDAR, where you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of the base of what would be a building. And they probably had... wooden structures on top of that have all just eroded over time, but the stone has stuck around. So
there you go.
That's what I know. That's the Reader's Digest version.
I give a thumbs up for the Reader's Digest. I like it.
Oh, thanks.
I could use a Reader's Digest in the bathroom now.
Dope.
That's what this is for. Use one of
Yeah,
these things.
thumbs up for Stone sticking around.
You know what stones might stick around in better is a ring around a planet, which apparently Mars used to have its own ring, and it might have one again in the future. Probably in the year 2069.
With space junk from Elon Musk's spaceship.
I think that's too soon.
It may be true unless Elon Musk does launch more space junk at Mars.
Then it will happen sooner.
What are you, a aerospace expert?
Absolutely.
Sarah, how old am I?
How old am I?
I can wait until I'm 80 to see some space rings, I think.
Okay, today I went to the dentist and she asked a bunch of like COVID related questions at the beginning, right? As like a pre-screening thing. It's like, have you blah, have you blah, have you blah blah blah, and the answer to like all 7 of them is no. And then the last question was, how old are you? And I was like, hold on, wait. And she chuckled and she's like, happens to everybody. Like everybody, like no, like not like it happens to the best of us, but like literally everyone does this, because I just got done asking you yes or no questions and you really wanted to respond with yes or no.
How old are you? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
I
Thank
am
you for
old,
asking.
which means I am alive. That's all you need to know about my age.
There you go. Well, apparently you might be able to see the moon, or not the moon, Mars having a ring sometime in the future, because they found evidence that apparently one of Mars's moons would apparently disintegrate, create a ring around Mars, and then it would reform into a moon.
Interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be the Doom guy just blowing up like Phobos. And now Mars has a ring again.
There you go. It'll
That
happen.
sounds awesome.
Pretty cool.
Is it something that they'll be able to like set up a camera and do a time lapse on? Because I want to watch that, but I don't
Yeah.
want to sit around and watch.
this is why Elon's going to Mars.
with his GoPro.
Moon.
They said it's happened between 3 and 7 times over the past 4.3 billion years, so it's got to be coming up soon.
Jesus.
Perfect.
So
That's what
Mars has been married like 7 times.
Yes.
Typical man.
Typical. Thumbs up for space.
I'm just fascinated by the fact that this moon apparently just falls apart and becomes a ring and then just becomes a moon again? Like, what the hell?
Hey,
Oh, man.
Come and go, man.
You know, I don't know. Thumbs up. Figure it out.
What the?
Sometimes things just fall apart.
I can't wait to hear you try to read the next title.
Well, you know, speaking of things falling apart, Kwibi is apparently falling apart.
Yes,
Kwibi.
I knew it. I knew that they would.
Kwibi
I don't know
is
what
getting
this
even
is.
Smaller. So Kwibi, which is apparently a new startup company, I still don't really understand it. It's a combination of quick bites, and their whole business model is around watching like really quick videos. That
Like
they,
TikTok?
that
How
they
long is it
develop
going to
and
be?
curate.
Oh, just a Quibi.
Longer than TikTok, like 10-minute videos.
Why do I know the name Katzenberg?
They're supposed to be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Little, like, tiny episodes.
So, like shitter episodes.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
say shitter episodes?
Yep.
Episodes that you watch while you're on the
That is
shitter.
what he said.
Oh.
It's you know, when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up a Reader's Digest," now they just say, "I'm gonna go take a Quibi."
I'm gonna go take a Quibi.
Katzenberg was the film producer on many notable movies:
Such
Right.
as?
Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Shrek,
Debbie Does Dallas?
Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
Oh.
Some quality films in there.
So they launched this service, and to Matt's point, I don't think a lot of people have heard about it, but I do remember seeing a shit ton of commercials and being like, I don't understand what this is.
What are
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I've fucking seen a commercial.
What are commercials?
So but yeah, I don't see these guys going anywhere anytime soon, considering that they are taking some pay cuts. So yay! Yet another.
What?
They,
This business model
with
wasn't
the-
effective?
No,
I
what?
think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
how is
They
it a good
marketed it
idea?
super poorly. Why is it? What? Here's the reason why. Because it is.
Why would I not just go to YouTube and watch a YouTube video?
Because this is high. YouTube is not that type of content on a regular basis, and what
kind of
this is
content
like.
this?
So what they have is they have
Curated.
like Anna Kendrick is in an episode of one of these. Sophie Turner is in an episode of one of these shows that they've produced. One of the Hemsworths is in it.
Which one we'll never know.
We'll never know. So they have like real celebrities doing real short films and with really high production value.
Oh.
It is like, and also like really well written storylines from what I can tell from the trailers that they've done. It looks like, oh yeah, this seems like a really cohesive, cool thing. And you don't always want to you don't always want to get sucked into a half hour or an hour long show. Sometimes you're just like, I am at the, like, they always show people using the app and saying, oh, how long is it going to be? Oh, I've got time for a Kwibi or whatever. Or it's like, oh, it's only going to take about a Kwibi. It's only going to take about a Kwibi. And I'm like, okay,
God, this is going to become a unit of measurement for time.
That's what they're going for in the commercial. I think that their go-to market marketing strategy was not the best choice, because
I don't remember. One of them I saw was this girl at the retail store or something. I don't even know who it was, a celebrity. She goes, wait, so here they call
Sophie Turner.
Oh, Sophie Turner.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, she was like listing off all these things that Americans call different than what they call them in Europe. And she's like, and they call a short while a Kwibi, or a short minute a Kwibi or something. And I like, that's their explanation of what they're advertising.
So like every time I've seen a commercial for one of the videos, I'm like, oh, that's a cool show. When's that coming out? And they're like, it's on Kwibi. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, and
I don't know why I haven't downloaded the app.
One of the things is that they force you to watch it on your phone. So, I mean, I guess for people who are on the go, if you really watch a ton of videos while you're doing other stuff, maybe?
Yeah, they're just choosing.
That is, I would say that's their biggest problem, is that they just have that. If they had a Roku ready app as well, I think that they would get a lot more buy-in for people to be like, oh yeah, let me just watch through some of these fun shows tonight or whatever.
I mean, it's also kind of expensive though, so it's $5 a month for this service.
That's kind of what they would need to be like with the production value of these shorts. Yeah, it's gonna cost that.
Yeah, but
it just is.
I can pay for Netflix for less than twice that, and I get way more shows and way more content.
Yep. They didn't get a focus group pulled together before they set this up. So,
fuck! I missed the deposit time by 2 minutes.
They got a focus group pulled together. They just couldn't stay focused longer than a Kwibi.
Nailed it.
That's
I'm trying to make this a thing. Call me. I'll call you back in Kwibi.
That's awesome.
You know what? Thumbs up for them giving it the college try.
Yeah, sure. Why?
Yeah, I give it a thumbs down. I think it would actually work a lot better if what they did was they took 30-minute to an hour-long episodes and they broke them up. So not necessarily actual TV shows that are on right now. We have new content right now. People are always hungry for new content. If they took the new content and they said, okay, we're going to skin it, like, this is essentially, they take a movie and they break it up into 5-minute episodes that are easy for you to digest, rather than saying, oh, I have to find my spot. You just have to go through the queue and say, I'm going to watch this movie. I'm going to watch this movie that was made for Kwibi. And so we already do that with television shows where act breaks are built in. You go to any script for a television show, and it is broken into act breaks based on when commercials are going to be shown. And so in this situation, I feel like a free version of Kwibi with those ad breaks built in, like you have to watch 5 minutes of ads or something stupid, just like you're on television, or you can pay $5 a month to get rid of those. And they have...
So it never fly.
So I gotta spend like half Kwibi watching ads?
Yes, you have to spend half a Kwibi watching ads to watch your show on Kwibi.
That's BS.
Yeah.
So it's not
pretty much is
that you're focusing on the show. You're only focusing on it for half a Kwibi.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This shall be their legacy.
Well, you know what I could probably spend. You could probably spend your half extra Kwibi doing is not learning golf, because an engineer has apparently built an auto-adjusting golf club that will
Fuck
make
this
you
guy.
An awesome golfer.
Mark
About
Rober's
time.
is better.
He has one.
Mark Rober
Yeah.
did that video where he tests how hard you can hit a golf ball.
That's not
with
That's not auto-adjusting, though.
I don't give a shit about auto adjusting. I want to hit it real far. Have you watched that video? They strap a rocket
That's
to
the
the
one
end
with
of the
the rockets,
fucking
right?
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they're busting clubs off and almost fucking kill themselves.
That's awesome.
Well, if you don't want to kill yourself, you can use this auto-adjusting golf club instead to get a better golf swing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it has yards on it? Like you adjust it to the yardage?
Well, they're referencing yardage to the
To the
angle.
Oh, right, because the clubs are just angled, right? Based
Right.
on their
Well,
intended yard.
So they're just saying you can buy one golf club to replace your entire bag.
yeah.
Well, not your entire bag. You can really just replace like your irons, for example. You're not going to replace your drivers or your putters, but
I mean, is this a thing that's being sold?
no.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
when I was playing a lot, I could play most courses with just my irons and hit within 10 over par.
You were also playing tiny golf courses, so
I played one where they were all but 3 were par 5s. All but 4.
I don't like golf.
And you don't think this would make
My
you like
father-
it anymore?
My father-in-law loves
No.
golf, and I went golfing with him a couple of times and brought my clubs, and he was so disappointed in how bad my clubs were that when he bought a new set, he was like, "Here, just take these." And every time I golf with him, he just all that we get done golfing, and he just says, "Well, let me know when you've learned how to use those clubs, and we can do this again sometime."
I mean, I don't know when you would have gotten better at golf.
You know, in the evenings or something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So fucking expensive.
Two very special things. The first
Not if you play it. Not if you play at subpar golf courses.
Yeah, you gotta go to the shit courses.
This is zip tied to the thing. Come on, man, make a better prototype. Thumbs down for not making a better prototype before presenting.
I give it a thumbs up for giving it a good try. Make things easier. If you don't have to buy a full set of clubs, I can only imagine this is cheaper than buying 10 irons or something like that.
I'm all game for this. I love to go out golfing in flip-flops. It drives everyone crazy. I'd be the guy who just walks out onto the course with this one golf club in my flip-flops and like, let's play golf, guys. What are you doing? Can I play through? I just got my one club.
We gotta play through.
I mean, he's got machined aluminum. Specially machined aluminum.
I want to go out to the golf course with a potato cannon made for a golf ball and play the course with that. Like, foo!
All in one.
Well, are you gonna bring in a settling tank with you so you can refill it?
Foo! This one won't be powered by acetylene. That's ridiculous. That's
Hairspray.
reserved for the
This will be
country.
Spray.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, that was my brother made the first potato gun he ever made was like the traditional wet and bought PVC powered by hairspray. And when he rotated the flint thing to fire it off, it recoiled and hit him in the balls. Which is no, that's pretty classic, my brother.
Yeah,
And then also in true my brother fashion, he thought this thing isn't powerful enough, so he went and found a cylinder of like 1/4-inch steel and found another narrower cylinder that he put on the end and welded them together, and there's this huge combustion chamber at the end that he put he welded like a thing where you could screw a spark plug in, and then hooked up a truck ignition hooked up like the ignition wiring harness to it, so you could fire it off just by like connecting it to the battery.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah, this motherfucker would take a whole potato, obviously, and it was like beveled at the end, so when you put the potato in, it shaved it down to size. And whenever he fired it out, for propellant, this wasn't no fucking hairspray thing. he brought the cutting torch over, and this was propelled by oxyacetylene.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was an oxyacetylene
Actually, I don't know what is
potato
that.
can. Oxygen and acetylene. It's used for plasma, like a plasma cutter. Like
Ooh.
highly.
I don't know what that is
combustible.
either, but it sounds
It's
pretty
for
intense.
cutting metal. Like if you got a stuck bolt or something, you'll use that to cut through it.
It sounds powerful and
Pure
dangerous.
oxygen and acetylene. You just sit there and like he'd fill up the combustion chamber, and then he'd hit the spark plug, and away the potato would go, just really fucking far.
That's
Pretty awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
How far would it go? A football field?
Let me go back. I measured one time about how far you could shoot it. Give me a second.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. There's an acetylene powered gun.
This guy's an
The
idiot. He's
challenge-
using
the
PVC
challenge-
on it.
Yeah, no, this was steel. The challenge was not mashing the potato.
He has it on his chest. That
I-
made a gun
I can't-
noise.
I can't believe he's firing a PVC with acetylene.
Yeah, that's
That's pretty fucking smart.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Jesus.
No, I don't want to measure area.
You know, I actually got to change my vote. I voted down on this one. I got to vote thumbs up because he's actually making a pneumatic powered driver head as well.
Yeah, that can adjust based on swing speed and angle, so it like knocks it forward. You can set the yardage on that thing, and it will adjust based on the yards, not based on like what iron you want to choose.
Iron, but he's working on a driver as well. Have you watched the video?
Oh, I haven't seen the driver part yet.
So yeah, so this is like it's all pneumatic power, and so micro increments both in the front and the back. So if you have a problem with slicing, you can turn the head so that you don't slice anymore. Like,
well, that's the last thing I need for my golf game is something that will autocorrect to how I'm playing because.
Oh no, you would have to adjust it, right? But
exactly. I'd be just dicking around with that the whole time. Oh, I hit it a little to the left rather than trying to figure out actually how to swing a damn club. I'd just be a little to the left. Oh, still bad. Oh, a little to the right. Oh, no, a little short. Oh, a little long. It would just I guess it wouldn't be any different than when I just golf right now. So.
Oh man. All right. He tried, I suppose.
I still think it's cool. Thumbs up for ingenuity.
Well, you know what else requires a lot of trying is finding buried treasure, which apparently... Have you guys heard of this guy? This Forrester Fenn who hid $1 million and basically posted the clues into a poem, and apparently the treasure has been found after 10 years.
Jesus.
Cool. Who found it?
We don't know. He doesn't say.
He did.
He
found his own buried treasure.
But apparently he did. He buried a chest weighing 20 pounds with apparently another 20 pounds worth of stuff in it. He put like gold nuggets, rare gold coins, bunch of antiques.
What? It felt like a real chest of buried treasure.
Like a real chest, and all this stuff is worth over like $1 million. And
that's awesome.
He buried it, and apparently he was originally planning on was doing it because he was like gonna die or something like that, and he had cancer or something, and he ended up like surviving, and so he was like,
yeah, he went and found
okay.
He went, why did I bury all that stuff? I want it back.
He's like, can I get that back? Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know anything about who found it, but apparently he claims that the person who sent him a picture of the chest was in fact legitimate.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh.
The New Mexico State Police chief begged Fenn to call off the search for public safety, and Montana law enforcement issued a warning to would-be treasure hunters last year, citing 2 deaths near Yellowstone National Park and a handful of run-ins with the law. One got hurt, but refused to tell his wife where exactly.
Oh, there were people that got hurt while searching for this treasure?
Oh
People
yeah.
died.
It's buried
while
treasure.
searching for-
What do we expect, folks? This is America too. If I want to search for buried treasure and break
Oh, so this isn't like a thing that one person found out about without telling anybody. There were other people that were in the know.
No.
Yeah, like
I
this.
knew
So
about
this
this
guy
a long time
published.
ago.
He published the clues in a poem in part of his. It says in part of his 2010 self-published memoir. So apparently, over 350,000 people have tried and failed to find it over the last 10 years.
That's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
I mean, I give him a thumbs up for putting together an awesome treasure hunt. Nice
This is
job.
awesome.
Thumbs up. You find some really interesting science topics.
Is this science?
We're way off science now.
Oh man, I haven't been paying attention.
You know what you might want to pay attention to is the fact that the U.S. Space Force is apparently going to lose a trademark battle against Netflix.
They
Boots on the
did.
moon!
Netflix has been awarded the trademark for Space Force.
Seriously?
Yep.
Well, okay. They have been awarded it in Europe, Australia, Mexico, and basically everywhere else except for the U.S. The U.S. hasn't decided yet, according to the article. But Netflix has apparently submitted their trademark request prior to the United States government doing it.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I mean, is Netflix the one, like, are they first use of it?
They are, yeah.
I thought I saw
they were-
somebody in a Reddit thread saying that somebody else used it for Netflix.
That would trademarks aren't first to file; they are first to use.
Yeah, but I thought there was
So
somebody
they
said that
announced-
some fucking toy line used it in like the 70s.
Oh yeah, well, who cares about them? They're not begging for it.
if you don't use it, you lose it as well. So
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the government has a very solid claim on saying we announced Space Force basically as soon as Trump decided we wanted to put boots on the moon. So he'll get it.
I'm sure the U.S. will probably get it, but I think it's
Either
hilarious.
that, or the government will snatch it away and say, no, you can't have it.
That seems more likely to me.
So, I mean, it really only matters for, like, merchandise and stuff like that, but the article goes on.
Merchandising.
Spaceballing me? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Exactly what's happening.
But, you know, it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't really matter because, like, the freedom of speech, First Amendment apparently allows Netflix to sell stuff with Space Force on it anyway, regardless of the trademark.
That's awesome.
So, you know, good job, Netflix. Thumbs up.
Nice job, Netflix.
Neato. Thumbs up for Space Force.
Thumbs up for Space Force.
All right. Well, let's go give us our Elon Musk pitches for the week. I think Silas has apparently a method for getting Elon Musk on next week's show, is what I'm told. So we better.
This isn't so much. Oh, you want me to bring that up?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind
I
then.
just want you to make sure Musk gets on the show next week.
Oh, got it. We can pitch him directly to Musk. But I hear he likes being called Musky Baby. So
Ew.
you just gotta keep that in mind when he shows up. You want to get on his good side.
I can only imagine. So who has a pitch for Mr. Elon Musk, not Baby Musk?
SpaceX the coloring book.
He's already done SpaceX flamethrowers, so
Why not? SpaceX.
Or SpaceX the lunchbox.
I'm just gonna put SpaceX
Or the cereal.
merchandising.
I'm sure there's SpaceX the t-shirt.
Coloring book, cereal,
Lunchbox.
lunchbox, etc. Got it.
Because he's already done the other two.
I got the ring out of a Cracker Jack box.
Maybe you could have like a special SpaceX decoder ring.
Oh yes.
And if
That
you
help-
if you decode it, you get to become an astronaut.
Obviously. That's all it takes. How do you think those other guys got in there?
Being really fucking smart.
At decoding
Smart.
lunchbox stuff.
Everything to do with decoding Cracker Jack box rings.
Oh man, I like this idea a lot. I give it 2 thumbs up. I would with my hands, but I'm busy right now.
That's what she said.
I'm a little concerned.
All right, fine, 2 thumbs up.
I like the decoder ring part of it, so I hope that I find one and can become an astronaut. So, thumbs up for that.
Thumbs up indeed.
Fuck, SpaceX the lunchbox is a thing.
I was gonna say that seems unlikely that it hasn't happened yet.
Obvious, even.
And nobody cares what you think, Senator Graham.
Apparently they're like Chinese knockoffs, or Chinese companies selling them the SpaceX logo on lunchbox.
That's awesome.
Makes sense.
Dope.
All right, you got anything there, Mr. Logan?
I'd like Mr. Muskie Baby to come up with a way to bypass waiting lines when you call in for tech support. Just be like, call in, like, oh, it'll be 45 minutes, and then you, I don't know, start up an app on your phone. I don't know. That then says, no, and then boom, rings, and the tech support guy like, hi, how may I help you?
I'm sorry for the very long wait. And you're like, it's okay. I've got an app for that.
That's what I would like.
Well, there's... Okay, never mind.
All right. So is this like a device? Is it something you own? Is it something the tech support companies
It's an app.
own?
It's just an app, Logan
It's just
says,
an
right?
app. Just an app.
Maybe it already exists.
All right. Just an app. Got it. I kind of like your whole bypassing line ideas, but one of the things I've noticed is so places are open up from COVID, but they're requiring a lot of reservations. Restaurants, businesses, the parking lot, everything needs like a reservation nowadays.
The parking lot?
Sure, why not? Maybe.
SpaceX the parking lot?
So I think he should come up with a universal
Parking lot simulator 2020?
Valet
Yes.
parking 2020.
Lot simulator.
Do you have to paint the lines?
Oh, that's a good question. No, that's parking lot construction simulator.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's
how
not
much
parking lot
How much
simulator.
space do you get? Do you do the
Parking
angle?
lot, the parking lot painter simulator. It would be like the standard edition would come out, and for some reason you're not doing parking lots in Europe or in the U.S. They're all European, like in Germany or some shit, because that's how all that shit is, and you don't get to drive like the John Deere tractor or equipment that they use to do painting. You drive like the Klaus. And then there's DLC for if you want something other than yellow lines, you have to buy the DLC.
Wait, is this made by EA?
No, it's made by that same company that does all the simulator games.
And
And
then
then-
eventually you can buy a DLC where you have like a fighter jet that you can use to paint the lines with.
No, but you can bring your bus from the bus simulator and drive through the parking lot.
I like that.
You can export it. And
Your parking lot to the bus.
you can go both ways. You can export your parking lot to the bus simulator, and then you can drive through that parking lot. Or you can export your bus from bus simulator, and you can watch your bus drive through the parking lot that you have.
Wait,
parking lot
is this
simulator.
network
This is Matt's
capable?
pitch
Is it multi?
for Elon. 2
Yeah.
thumbs up, Matt.
Is
I
it
like
multiplayer? Like
Oh,
can
it's
other
for sure
people-
multiplayer. You have to have people to road rage at in the parking lot.
Okay.
There's like the person that stands there and says, "This was MySpace first." and then you can like
Which is strangely what MySpace
yeah.
said to Facebook.
Yeah, and you don't have crates to unlock. They're all traffic cones that you lift up, and there's things underneath them, and you can get like the rare gold traffic cone, and underneath that are better items.
Wait, but if you get out of your car, can somebody steal it from you?
That's a good question.
Grand Theft Auto style.
That's also DLC.
It's an expansion pack.
As
That's
long
more
as
than DLC.
as long as the server host has the DLC, it can be used. Not everybody has to have the DLC though.
Yeah, I give
Like,
this
what
a,
about
I give this a
pedestrians?
thumbs up. This is like the
Thumbs
most
up?
detailed Matt
Yeah,
Elon
and there's
Musk
like
pitch ever.
yeah, there'd be like weapons and stuff. That's what you get out of the cones. Except, well,
I
no,
thought
this
this
is
was in
How
Germany.
long
Yeah,
have
this
you
is in
been
Germany,
programming
so
this game, Matt?
the weapons aren't guns. The weapons are
Keys. You can key other people's cars.
keys. No, what do Germans like for weapons? Steins.
Yeah.
The American
Can one
expansion
attack
includes the weapons.
someone else with Lederhosen?
Yes.
No,
Absolutely
sauerkraut.
they
You can
can.
attack with sauerkraut.
And like a
Oh.
big barrel of molten cheese?
What? Yeah. Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
This is garbage pitch.
Matt's first pitch.
I took
is-
over Blaine's. I even forgot what he was talking about. What were you talking about? This is going early access on Steam sometime this summer. Okay.
Oh, I will be your first. I'll be your first patron. Are you going to make it available for Mac?
That's extra DLC.
DLC.
That's fine. I'll pay extra as long as I don't have to get a different computer.
Or you have to buy lots of traffic cones and unlock it out of the traffic cones.
So you have to install it on Windows and then unlock the Mac version,
Oh shit! This is an EA game.
which is worthless for PC players because they don't want that
Yeah.
one.
We're gonna what'll happen? I'm gonna say we're gonna go early access sometime this summer on Steam. But what's really gonna happen is I'm gonna turn it into an Epic Game Store exclusive.
It's going to be a Kickstarter
Yeah.
with a certain Kickstarter tier having the Mac version
I don't know
available.
what the fuck the stretch goals are. Better asphalt.
Actually, you could.
God damn! I want to make this game now. Have like wear and tear on it. It's just like it would just be a resource management simulator. Is all it would be.
You should start a Kickstarter just for that and see how much money you can get.
I will help I'm starting it. I'm starting a page right now. No, we need a website first.
Please
Oh my
no.
God. We have to start with so many. Can you get a few mock-ups? Something. Just design one nut of one of the wheels on one of the vehicles.
No, see if flatearth.com is available.
It's not.
Incognito, just in case this is weird.
All right, Blaine, I want to hear your pitch.
Flatearth.com
All right. Yes.
or .net.
.com.
Flatearth.com is not available. Oh, the site can't be reached.
All right. So I'm going to pitch that. So like I said, you have to have reservations to get into parking lots to go visit all the stores. So I think that Elon Musk should come up with a universal ordering or reservation system that all businesses can use.
Just like a super genericized ordering system.
Yeah. But everybody has to use it.
Oh, so like I install one app and that allows me to both order my food and like reserve my movie tickets.
Yeah.
And okay.
Flat Earth
And
is
your parking
unavailable.
space at the movie theater.
FlatEarth.pizza is available.
Yeah, Flat Earth pizza.
I give your idea 2 thumbs up. I feel like there's so many, like, basically you set up this app in a way that allows all companies to pay into it. And so it's a very lucrative system. It's free to users. There's obviously ads. They can pay to get rid of those, but the companies also have to pay a premium to get there. It's similar to something like a Groupon or something like that then.
How about you automatically add all of the restaurants to your app, and then you call them and say, "Hey, you're on our app. I don't care."
I mean, I don't care how he gets it done. I'm just saying that it's just there.
And then you have to pay us to actually be listed. You're already on our app. People can't find you, or you have terrible reviews unless you pay us.
This is
I'll leave
starting
it
to
up
sound
to him to figure
shady.
out.
I like it. I like this app.
I mean, that process might go over well in New York, but the whole hold them hostage mobster style may not work so much in California. So
I give it one scissors up.
one scissors up. We might have to have different management.
All right. You got any pitch this week, Silas?
Nope.
I had a pitch and Silas didn't.
No.
All
right, fine.
That's
Fine.
fine.
I'll
make one up.
I got this idea that I've been cooking up here for a while.
I almost lost control of those scissors. I was spinning them on my finger. That wasn't the best idea.
What would have been worse, to hit you in the face or the computer monitor?
I think that I want him to create moon boots with moon dust from moon dust.
Are you just trying? Are you trying to say boots on the moon?
Are you trying to say boobs on the moon?
PlayStation boobs on the moon.
Yes, I want him to create a video game called Boobs on the Moon, and we all know what it's about.
And you want those PlayStation boobs, right?
Video
about
game called Boobs on the Moon. All right.
That's pretty low polygon.
That's my greatest wish from Elon.
Old video game boobs on one episode, and Silas was like, "Yeah, those PlayStation boobs, those were the best."
Yeah, maybe for teenage Silas.
Oh man!
When an entity on a computer game could finally have a shape.
All right, boobs on the moon. Got it.
Great.
I think this is a perfect game for a teenager. Maybe a 12, 13-year-old.
Sure, I guess. Why not?
Sure. All right, I think with that, we're going to call this council meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube if you want to come and check us out. But if you want to see all of the past episodes or you want to rewatch one of your favorites, you can go check us out at CouncilCast.org. Actually, I thought about this. I mentioned this. I don't think we've posted a single video on CouncilCast.org.
No, we haven't. There's no way to watch them there. But you can go there and try and check it out.
Who cares?
If you do care, you can go find the audio files on iTunes, though, or your favorite podcatcher.
Part of the reason our listeners keep coming back is our outwardly hostile demeanor towards our audience.
Obviously.
What do you mean hostile? We asked them to send all of their requests for decisions to councilcast@gmail.com.
It's not an ask, it's a demand.
And they must connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast.
Do it.
Honestly, that's the best way to do it.
We tweet a lot too. Sure. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is just to be here on Tuesday.
Yes.
Creed thoughts.
Hold on. Were we even checking to see who commented anything on YouTube?
Oh, I'll go check.
Check right now. We got to check. Hold on. We'll deal with those. We got to deal with those before we bail.
Gotta answer our viewer questions.
Yeah, our viewers are the most, like number 5 important thing in our lives.
This is gonna be real disappointing, guys. Here.
How long does it take to find her? Is it that bad?
Well, no, hold on.
Yeah, it's really hard to find our content.
No, but I logged in on incognito, so I wasn't actually able to see comments or comment.
Incognito? Watching porn before we got on.
There.
He was watching porn while he was on the podcast.
That's why he wasn't.
Well, I looked at flatearth.com and I thought that it was I thought it was going to give me a virus or something. So
That's why he couldn't lift his hands up.
Incognito definitely blocks me from that. No one has commented anything. I just wrote anyone there and no one responded. So I think that we're good to close this episode out.
All right. Sounds good. Bye,
Thanks for
Casey.
listening. Goodbye.
Shout out number 3.